Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So we have got 3 months left of 2025, and if you're anything like the people I speak to on Instagram on a daily basis, those big new year weight loss goals from January might feel a little bit off track now. Maybe you're not seeing the results you hoped for, maybe life has gotten in the way, perhaps you feel like you've already ruined it. So first of all, I want you to take a big deep breath. You are absolutely not alone. Most people hit a wall around this time of year. The motivation that carried you through January has long faded. The summer holidays came and went and you were going to get back on it when the kids went back to school, and suddenly it just feels like you're spinning all the wheels. The good news is you can still turn this around. So today I'm going to break down exactly why your weight loss may have stalled and give you some practical, no guilt, no overwhelm steps to get back on track to finish 2025 strong. So step one, stop panicking about the scale. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting weight loss to be perfectly linear. You eat well, you exercise, and you expect the scale to drop steadily week after week, but that is not how it works. Your weight will fluctuate daily because of things like water retention, hormonal changes, digestion, stress, and even the quality of your sleep. A higher number on the scale does not mean that fat loss isn't happening. That's why I always tell my clients to focus on those weekly averages instead of daily weigh-ins. So look at the trend over time rather than obsessing over single numbers. And a top tip is to track your habits, not just the scale. So focus on what you can control, the daily actions that are going to create those results. The scale is just one small part of the picture. Step number two is to break that all or nothing cycle. So tell me if this sounds familiar. You eat something that's off plan on Thursday, then the whole weekend feels ruined and Monday becomes the day that you're going to start again. And this is that classic all or nothing mindset, and it's what keeps people stuck. When you think one less than perfect meal cancels everything out, you're giving your power away to your mistakes. Instead, practice just drawing a line under it. One meal or one bad day does not define your progress. It's the consistent habits over weeks and months that actually matter. And another top tip here is that when you feel like you've slipped up, just acknowledge it and forgive yourself and just get right back on track. Don't punish yourself or go into a crazy guilt spiral. So step number three is to fix your relationship with food. If your weight loss isn't where you want it, chances are your relationship with food is still influenced by dieting mentalities. So thinking of food as good or bad or naughty, feeling guilty after eating something a little bit more indulgent, trying to compensate with restriction or doing more exercise. When foods are off limits, they become more desirable and those cravings get stronger, and that's just biology. So instead, try the I choose strategy. So I can have chocolate, but I'm choosing not to right now because I'm prioritizing my health. This approach puts you in control and not your cravings, and you can enjoy food without guilt, which ultimately is better for long-term results. Step four is to make weight loss easier with small changes. So many people sabotage themselves by trying to overhaul everything all at once. So doing a workout every single day, full meal prep every day, tracking every single calorie, completely eliminating every single food that you enjoy. That's overwhelming and it's unsustainable. Sustainable weight loss is about working smarter and not harder. So start with one small change. So if you're always snacking, can you pre-portion your snacks for the week? If you never do any exercise, can you just try 3 10-minute walks a week? If you always overeat at dinner, can you bulk your meals out with more protein and more veggies so that you feel full, and try and put your knife and fork down between every single bite? Once that tweak feels natural, then you add the next small habit in and then another. And over time, these small habits will stack up into massive results without feeling like a constant struggle. Step five is understanding your body and cravings. So it's not about willpower. Things like stress, sleep, and hormones play a huge role in cravings and energy. Stress, even low-level stress, increases cravings for higher calorie processed foods. Chronic stress, even subtle stuff like noisy neighbours or tight work deadlines, can make us reach for comfort foods without even realising it. Poor sleep disrupts those hunger hormones. It makes energy dense foods feel much more appealing. And studies show that just a few nights of restricted sleep can increase calorie intake, especially from sweet and salty snacks. And then your menstrual cycle as well. So if you're menstruating, your hormones change throughout the month. Energy expenditure and cravings will fluctuate, and it's normal to want more food in certain places. And that does not mean that you're weak. It is just your biology. And being aware of these factors allows you to work with your body rather than trying to work against it all the time. And step number 6 is avoiding drastic changes. So a common trap is trying to slash sugar or calories dramatically. And research shows that sudden changes often backfire. Your body adapts, cravings intensify, and you often end up returning to those old habits. So instead, take small gradual steps, so just one thing at a time, and let your body adapt naturally. This is so much more sustainable and a lot less stressful. Step number 7 is to set yourself up for success. So don't wait for that perfect moment to get back on track. The best time to start is now. Focus on making some progress and not being perfect. Long-term habits, not quick fixes, and permission to move yourself forward without feeling guilty. If you start today, imagine where you could be by January, healthier, more confident, and in control of your habits. So if this video helped you, make sure that you've hit subscribe and follow me on Instagram for daily tips. I'm going to add the link into the description. Make sure you join my weekly newsletter for tips like this. It is sent to your inbox every single week. And if you want more support, I offer one-to-one coaching where we create a personalized plan to finally break free of that yo-yo cycle and reach your goals. Again, the link is in the show notes description. Remember, the rest of 2025 can still be your best months yet. Focus on small, consistent steps and let progress, not perfection, lead the way. I'll see you in the next video.